O-Level Biology 5090, Chapter 16, Development of Organisms and Continuity of Life, Part 4, Sexual Reproduction in Humans. First of all, we will discuss the male reproductive system. The different parts of male reproductive system are penis. Inside the penis, urethra is there, and epididymis is present. Outside the, you can say testicles, and testicles are present in the scrotum or scrotal pockets hanging outside the body, and prostate glands are there, seminal vesicles and vas deferens. So these are the different parts. Now we will discuss their functions in the next slide. Different functions of these parts are the testis, which produces sperms and testosterone. Testosterone is a male hormone. Epididymis um, stores the sperms when they are matured, and sperm ducts carries them from the epididymis to the urethra, and then from urethra they are released out of the body. Seminal vesicles, copper glands, and prostate glands collectively make a seminal fluid, and seminal fluid uh, provide nutrients to the sperm and also help them to swim, and sperm and seminal vesicles and the seminal fluid collectively called as semen. And then urethra, it allows the passage of either urine or sperm. Penis places the sperm inside the body of a female at the time of sexual intercourse. Scrotum or scrotal pockets, they are hanging outside the body because they need temperature less than the body. So they are kept at 35 degrees centigrade because this is the optimum temperature for meiosis to take place. Now the female reproductive parts are two ovaries, right and left ovary, and two fallopian tubes or oviducts, uterus pear-shaped and uterine lining or endometrium, and vagina is there. Now the parts have their specific functions. The functions of these parts are ovaries produces the hormones, the estrogen and progesterone, which are female hormones. Site of ovum or development and ovulation. Eggs are also released from these ovaries, then oviducts carry the ovum from the ovary to the uterus. Usually the oviducts are also the site of fertilization, or simply we can say the fertilization takes place in the oviducts. And fimbriae are the sweep the ovum into the fallopian tube following ovulation. At the time of ovulation, you can say, so it happens that they help in the sweeping of these ovum. The uterus or womb, pear-shaped, in which the embryo and fetus develop, involved in menstruation, and cervix separates the vagina from the uterus, and then it holds the fetus in place during pregnancy, dilates during birth to allow the fetus to leave the uterus, or you can say it helps in childbirth. And vagina extends from the cervix to the external environment, provides a passageway for sperm and menstrual flow. It functions as the birth canal. So these were the specific parts of and their functions. Now we will discuss the male gamete or the structure of sperm cell. It has three parts: the head, the middle piece, and the tail. Head has a large nucleus to control the activity, centriole, which is helpful at the time of cell division, and the acrosome contain many enzymes which help the sperm to enter into the egg at the time of fertilization. So these enzymes will break down the eggshell, and mitochondria are there which helps to produce the energy, and this energy is needed by the sperm, and the locomotive organ or tail is present, which helps it to move towards the female egg or female gamete. Next is the female gamete or the egg cell, which consists of a follicle cells, layer of follicle cells, you can say, which is a protective, it is a protective covering, you can say. So it contains a egg cytoplasm, nucleus is there, nucleolus is also there, zona pellucidea also help protective layer. So in this way, these are the different parts of egg cell. Now in the next slide, we will discuss the function of the egg cell. Now the function of the egg cell is the reproduction. And to perform the process of reproduction, there are some adaptations which are in the egg cell. They contain a lot of cytoplasm which has a nutrients for the growth of the early embryo. So nutrients are provided by the cytoplasm. Single set of nucleus or haploid number of nucleus is present in the egg cell, and cell membrane is changed. Very important adaptation, that is the cell membrane is changed after fertilization by single sperm so that no more sperm can enter. It means only one sperm can fertilize the egg and only one sperm is allowed to enter. So many is this the changes takes place in the cell membrane when a sperm is entered into the egg. There are different signs which shows that a boy or girl is able to reproduce now. So first of all, we will discuss about boys. Uh, they get taller, their face may get pimples, their private parts or testicles will get bigger, their voice deepens, and their armpits sweat or sweating glands will start secreting sweat. Hairs will not only grow on their face but also on their arms, legs, chest, armpits, and between the legs. So these are the signs of puberty in the male. And in the next slide, we will discuss the different signs of puberty in the female. They also get pimples on their body, their height also get taller, sweat glands produce sweat, and breasts get grow bigger. Hairs are also produced on under, you can say underarms, legs, and on face as well. Menstruation will start, which shows that the female is able to reproduce now. The process of fertilization takes place when a egg fuses with the sperm. Fertilization results in the formation of zygote, which has 46 number of chromosomes or complete set of chromosomes or 23 pairs. And many divisions will take place in the zygote, and then as a result of many cell divisions, there will be the formation of an embryo which will also have 46 number of chromosomes. So this is the fertilization which takes place in the human beings. Now the menstrual cycle, which takes place in the female when they are mature enough, they are able to reproduce. So this menstrual cycle is a sign. So menstrual cycle is a series of natural changes in hormone production. Hormonal changes will take place in the female. Their structure of uterus and ovaries of the reproductive will be changed. They are able to receive a fertilized egg and fetus, and so there will be the possible changes. The ovarian cycle controls the production and release of eggs and this cyclic release of estrogen and progesterone. So these female hormones will also start producing when the menstrual cycle starts, when they are mature enough to reproduce. So this menstrual cycle will be of 28 days average, you can say, but if it is of 21 days or 35 days, it will also be the normal. So the different phases uh, takes place in the menstrual cycle, and different hormones are involved during this menstrual cycle, and these hormones are produced at different places and they perform different functions, and we will discuss them one by one. First of all, FSH or follicle stimulating hormones. Follicle stimulating hormones are secreted by the pituitary glands, and their target sites are the ovaries, and they perform these following functions. They follicular growth, that is, they help in the maturation of the follicles and stimulates the estrogen secretion, and they are help they help the egg to release at the day 14. Then luteinizing hormones, which are secreted by the pituitary gland. Their target sites are the ovaries, and at the day 14, or it depends, it is different. You can say from day 11th to day 18th is called as the fertile period. So this is the fertile period, and you can say the at the day 14 the egg will be released, but this whole period will be the fertile period. Stimulates less estrogen and more progesterone. Progesterone, it helps in the maintenance of um, eh, uterine lining. After ovulation, it forms corpus luteum. So these are the different functions of the luteinizing hormone. Estrogens, which are secreted by the follicles, and target is endometrium or uterine lining. Thickness of the lining is maintained by the estrogen. It inhibits when there is pregnancy, when the egg is fertilized, then it inhibits the follicle stimulating hormones or luteinizing hormones to secrete, and it is stopped when there is no fertilization between the days 21 to 24. So progesterone is secreted from the corpus luteum, and again its target is endometrium because it helps in maintaining the lining of the uterus. So again, the same function will be performed by the progesterone. That is, it will also inhibit the follicle stimulating hormones or luteinizing hormones, and they ends at the day 21 to 24. If egg, how do the egg is released from the ovary? The different changes will take place in the ovary. So I want to tell you that at the time of the baby girl, there are many potential eggs present in the ovary which are matured, start maturing at the time of puberty. They are able to reproduce. Then the one egg is released every month from one ovary. That is, if 1 month the right ovary is releasing the egg, is next month the left ovary will help in the release of eggs. So primary follicles are there, which are immature eggs. They start growing, and then there will be the, you can say, maturation. The egg cell is formed, and around the egg cells, the follicular layers or follicular cells are there. When this egg is matured, at the time is it will start releasing. So ovulation will take place with protective cells around them, and when this ovulation is done, the empty follicles are there. If the this egg is fertilized, so the corpus luteum will be formed, and this corpus luteum will be well nourished with blood capillaries. And if there is no fertilization of the egg, then corpus luteum will regresses or it will shrink. if fertilization occurs, so the different development of a human hormone will embryo will take place as when egg is released or ovum is released from the ovary, it is fertilized. That is fertilization takes place. That is the male or female gamete are fused together. Many sperms will try to enter, only one sperm will be entered into the egg to fertilize it. Then there will be the formation of zygote. Then after 48 hours, the zygote will divide into two cell stage, and then from two cell stage it will change into four cell stage, four cells, and then eight cell stage, and there will be after 72 hours it will be changed into a ball of cells, and then after 72 hours, the day 4, the wall of cells or the cells will try to arrange themselves. There will be the formation of a blastocyst cavity, and then there will be the implantation of this blastocele or cavity or blastocyst into the uterus. So they will implant themselves into the uterus. And then different other changes will take place when embryo is implanted. So at the time when embryo is implanted, placenta, umbilical cord, and amniotic sac are formed around the fetus. So amniotic sac is a protective sac that holds the fetus. It protects the fetus. So amniotic fluid, which helps, you can say watery fluid inside the sac that protects the fetus, and placenta is also formed site of exchange for oxygen, nutrients, and waste between the blood of the fetus and the blood of the mother. So umbilical cord connects the fetus to the placenta. So these are the different parts which are formed when the egg is fertilized and embryo is implanted into the womb or uterus. Now the different function of this placenta are, first of all, the exchange of gases, that is oxygen from the mother to the fetus, and carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, which are the waste gases. They are diffused from the fetus to the mother. The exchange of electrolytes, amino acids, free fatty acids, carbohydrates, and vitamins, all they are exchanged between them. The placenta allow the transmission of maternal antibodies, specifically immunoglobulins, giving the fetus passive immunity to the various infectious diseases. So, students, that the fetus get the passive immunity from the mother as they are mother produce the antibodies. So those antibodies help them to protect from different diseases. So the hormone production also takes place in which the different hormones are produced as progesterone, estriol, etc. So these are the different functions of placenta, and in the last we will discuss that what happens. Some viruses have developed mechanisms that help them invade the placenta. So many viruses are there. They try to enter into the placenta. They're causing various conditions such as necrosis, poor perfusion, and membrane rupture, which in turn can impact the development of the fetus and put the mother's health at risk. So viruses are there which can cause damage to the fetus and the mother as well. So students, it was all about the sexual reproduction in humans. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.